Hey, everybody, welcome back to the teacher's break room, our new
You almost
place.
said it, didn't you?
I almost did. I almost did. Um, Today, I maybe I have a victory today. I'm not sure what to call it. I won a battle, at
I'd call
least.
it
How
a
about
win.
you?
I'm gonna call that a win. I
The
think it was
war's
a
not
win.
over yet. The war's not over yet. How about you?
I
What do
think
you
you
got
have
going on? What's
what have I got going on? Ooh, I bottom barreled it today.
you bought a what?
I bottom barreled it today for classes. I went
Oh,
on Cambly.
and how profitable was that, Nicole?
Holy smokes, man. An hour and a half. Of course, when you're on Cambly, you do other stuff while you're waiting. Hour and a half. Zip. I have never had that happen.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you didn't know um the priority hours trick.
I did, and I think that's why it's been so long, I forgot that I was trying to figure
Mhm.
out why are they only giving 15 minutes for an hour, and I forgot, "Oh, yeah, that's right, I usually clocked in later, so it really
Right.
wasn't an hour."
So the priority hour trick for anybody that uses Cambly, when you notice there's a priority hour, you don't want to sit there for the whole hour to collect 15 minutes of pay. So, but if you take that priority hour at 28 minutes after the hour or 29, you're going to get your 15 minutes of guaranteed pay. It's likely nobody's going to call you because by the time the most of the classes are 30 minutes, you're going to be past that. If somebody does call you, just go on break.
Right?
We're going to take Cambly down $2.50 at a time.
Right? Oh my goodness. It's crazy because usually in the past, if I had gone on there, it doesn't take very long and you get, somebody calls right in. It's not a big deal. This is honestly, I've never sat there for an hour and a half. I actually even forgot that it was on live. I was doing so much stuff with my headphones on that I actually walked out the door and went, "Oh yeah, I got to turn off Cambly." And I came back and I turned off, and I was still wearing my headphones. I do that. I'll walk
Right.
out. And I was like, "Oh, I gotta turn off Cambly because I won't make it back in time to the desk, right?" And then it dawned on me it had been over an hour and a half, and I was like, "What? That's crazy." Now I Jace, Jay, sorry, I said Jace. Um, what is the most important question about me going to Cambly? Teacher Cole, why did you have to go there?
Teacher Cole, why did you go to Cambly?
I am having the worst time with like students just not wanting to go to class. My roster looks like it's full, but it's not. I remember had mentioned before since February, I'm having like all these cancellations, but I have all these kids on my roster, but they're all canceling classes like nonstop. It's just been a nonstop continuation of that. I thought I would be
Mhm.
picking up with school going out for summer. Not a hit. And last couple of years, I've just been slammed for the summer.
Mhm.
So now I got to send out tomorrow. I'll be sending out personalized messages to all of my kids. Be like, hey, summer schedule's open. Let's go.
Book me. Book me. Book me.
It's caught up with me. So it got to the point. That's what I use Cambly for and a couple others, like Native Camp. If my roster gets a little low or I get too many cancellations, it's just annoying because you got to work twice as hard
Right.
to get the same amount of pay.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're still paying $10.12 or something an hour.
My God, man. And those the the owners have been celebrated somewhere before. I don't remember where. Um, and the support team is just they just what's the right word? They like pander to you.
At this
When you
point, I think it's a bot. I don't even think it's a person at this point.
I I used to every couple months I'd send them a message and I would say, "Hey, I would like to put in for a pay raise."
It's an option.
Mhm.
When you contact them at customer support, it's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "How is
Right.
that an option when we all know you don't give pay raises?" Like, come on, be real. Like, come on now.
I
Well,
we did
I've been
we
s
did
go ahead, we've been what?
good. I'm stepping
I've
on
been
you.
s
Sorry.
I was gonna say that, they have, like, the Cambly Kids, right? Before they closed my account, I sat on under review for about, like, 2 years, and then they closed my account, and I had to ask for it to be opened up again.
Mhm.
I guess I went too long without logging in or something. And so I thought, okay, you know what? I'll do the Cambly Kids again. That thing has been sitting there for 8 months. I actually sent a thing today. Like, how long am I going to stay under review? Is there a timeline for this? Last time I applied, it was 2 years.
Jesus. Um, Gosh, man, yeah, Cambly. When we did uh, that one podcast about Cambly,
Oh yeah,
I actually logged
wall
into
of wall
Cambly
of
and
shame. I think
invited them on.
that's right. I forgot
They
about
didn't
that.
they didn't come on though.
Like I said, I use it as a stopgap whenever my roster gets a little bit low or, I need a little extra, I haven't made my goal for the day or something. That's kind of what I use it for. You know what's crazy about that though? In today's world, that's way too low. But I do remember at one time that was the pay at one time.
It was I it was,
Yeah,
it was
that
okay.
was the pace. Right after that double reduction, that was the pay, and things were 8 to 12. That was the pay.
Yeah, yeah, gosh, man, yeah. So,
I used to
mm,
work full time on Cambly.
you know, um, a mutual friend of ours did too.
Oh, yeah?
Uh, yeah,
One
Lynn.
of my friends. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, yeah.
Wow, okay. Well, you know what? I did the math. Now that we're gonna go there, I did the math with Amazing Talker with what they want you to start at before they let you move up. And if you don't get past, I think it's like around 20% if
Mhm.
you're anywhere between that 20 and 29% or 30%. If you do the math, you're making the same as or less than Cambly pay per call
I believe
hour.
it. But there at least you have a shot at
Potential,
Amazing
right?
Talk. You have a
There's
shot. You
potential.
have no shot at Cambly. It's beer money, nothing else,
That's all it
nothing
is.
else.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Well,
It's just
and
beer money.
I was looking out at some other options and, a couple other ones came up and I'm going to check them out. You know, I don't like the ones where they just book you at last minute and then you're supposed to just show up like you don't have a life. You know, like,
Right.
you know, I'll even work for a place that I can't approve it. Like Amazing Talker and Preply, you can approve the bookings,
Mhm.
right? And I prefer that. And I understand if you work for another company where, they book you and that's it. But at least give me 12 hours freaking notice. I mean, come on now.
Right.
I don't want to wake up in the morning and go, oh crap, I got a class.
Or give me the opportunity to decline it.
That too. You know, uh, but and that was my problem with Lingo Ace. I didn't realize that. And it was a really short time frame too, where I was like, no, I have plans. Like it's less than 12 hours. I've made plans already because it's less than a 12-hour window. And that was my issue with Lingo Ace. Um, there's a couple others where I'm gonna see what they're up to, but that's my only caveat. Maybe I've just been,
What the
I don't
heck is
know.
a caveat?
That's how I say it. I don't know how else do you say it.
Caveat.
No, I've always said it caveat. That's how I've
I'm
heard it all my life.
I'm pretty filled up tomorrow, but if you need a class, I can squeeze you in.
I'm not even kidding. I grew up in a family where my grandfather said a washer and dryer, and we lived in Washington.
It's all right. We drink pop.
Yes, so did we. It was pop.
And
You
it
even went
drove
to the
my
store.
mom nuts because when I left Michigan, I basically lived in the South and I was back in Michigan one time and I asked for a soda and she hands me
Oh, yeah,
like
no.
a can of Canada Dry, and I'm like, "What's this?"
That's awesome, I love that. Well, where I'm from, you go to all the restaurants, you go to all the fast food restaurants, Burgerville, everything. No, that's really local. You'll know where I'm from if you know what Burgerville is. And it right on the menu, pop. It doesn't even say soft drinks or anything. It says
Right.
pop and
Pop.
Coke, Sprite, A&W.
So are you working? We got a holiday this weekend, a US holiday. You taking the day off?
Nah, I just took a week off and went up north. So I no. I did my 1 week off. I was going to, I've done it in the past, and I kinda want to because it's the 250th anniversary. I probably could if I wanted, but
I'm
if I took it off,
I'm
I would take the 5th, so I could do the 4th in the US.
I'm taking the 4th off. I'm gonna teach 1 class only because she has 4 classes left, and I send out reminders when they hit 3 classes.
Oh,
Or,
that's a Saturday
like,
for me. I have, like, a 7-hour window that I have off, so
so, do you wanna know what's happening with me?
yes, Jay, please inform us on what is happening with you. We must know. Inquiring minds.
For the first time since I started doing this, I had somebody ask
Oh,
I had somebody ask for a refund, and, this was a girl that when I so, let me backtrack a little bit. This is part of that WeChat group. So, your individual terms of service, none of all those rules don't matter because we did have a contract with them,
yeah.
and, I have no problem honoring that contract. Um, so my terms of service don't really matter. Well, back in November, I sold them this is so in the contract, there's only classes of 6 lesson packages or 10 lesson
Or 10.
packages, nothing else. I gave her a pretty good discount and she bought 50-minute lessons from me. Okay. And um, then 15 minutes prior to Spring Festival starting, she takes 2 months off. Okay. Yeah, I'm charging you. Um, and then the 2 months is coming up. I'm ready to start class again. We need another month off. So that's 3 months they missed. On top of that, there was a lot, many, many. I don't know how many. It's like 15, maybe 20 times that they canceled on me 10 or 15 minutes before class. I charged for every single one of them. Um,
Per the
per the
contract.
contract, right, right, industry standards.
Ugh.
And, then a month ago, she said, "We need to take this last month off so she can study for exams." Okay, that's fine. I got your money. But a few months before that, several months before that, she asked to just go back to 25-minute classes. Sure, so I just, I'm not worried about the math. We'll just cut the class. We'll just I'll just double the amount of classes she has left. That's fine. I lose a little bit of money, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. And she's supposed to be getting ready for the PET. Now, I'm going to be honest. The girl's a nice girl. I don't have any problem with the girl. But for somebody that's getting ready to take the PET, describing a picture should be
Mm.
nothing. It should be nothing. I have taught plenty of students that have crushed the PET, and I kept telling mom, "She's not ready. She's not gonna be ready this summer." "Well, we'll just see." "Okay, I'm telling you she's not gonna be ready because she's the kinda kid that, when I ask her a question, she gives me an answer to a question I didn't ask."
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not upset with the kid. Don't misunderstand me. But then
She's just
the
not
other
there.
day, the mom sends me a message, "Hey, we're going to use a Chinese teacher to get ready for the PET." Okay, that's fine. I I actually think it's a good idea for people to have more than one teacher. I absolutely do.
Mm.
And then she requested a refund, and I went, and I didn't answer her. I let that message sit for a day because I really had to think about my response. I was tempted to give her the refund. And the more I thought about it, and I listened to
8
advice from a few people. Um,
months.
what's that?
I
Yes.
said
So
8
let's,
months.
right. She bought this package 8 months ago. She's been billed for almost half of the classes, 46, almost half the classes. And the more I thought about it and listened to other people, I said, because gonna, I was strongly considering giving her something back. I generally don't give refunds. That's the first time anybody's asked, though, but I've always said I don't do refunds.
Yeah.
Um, so I finally typed up a message, and it was very terse. I'm not gonna lie, and I wordsmithed it a lot, and finally told her no. Said, "No, I don't do refunds. You are those classes will never this is why I don't do refunds. I don't expire classes, and perfectly fine with me if she sells them to somebody else. I don't even care how much she sells them for. I don't even wanna know. I don't even
Yep.
care, but I'm not doing a refund." And when I told her no, she gave me a very, I read it and I'm
Sweet.
like, this is a very weak reply. I'm not changing my mind. I am not changing my mind. And I told her today, I, you know, well, I sent you the message. I think I told
Yeah.
her, I said, I didn't take this decision lightly. That's why it took me so long to answer you. But no, I'm not going to do the refund. But you're welcome to sell the classes. If you want to come back in 2 years, that's fine, provided I'm
And you
still
did
alive.
actually say 2 years on there. I mean, like, she
Yep.
does know that she can come back, like, many years from now.
Right. Right. Hopefully, I'm still alive.
Yeah, right. You
But
know
so
yeah, refunds.
my second reply to her, I just got an okay from her. So she's not happy. You, you know.
She didn't push enough, I told you. I'm like, she was fishing. She was
Mhm.
hoping to play on the teacher heartstrings, but it was
It-
very, like, it was
Well,
not a strong
and
push
she said, "Well, Ashley doesn't really understand a lot in the class," and I'm like,
because
if you
she doesn't
need
show
a
up.
right, right. I mean,
I'm like, "Oh,"
with in 8 months, she's done 23 hours. Of course,
I'm
she
like,
doesn't.
"Come on."
Before that 3 month break, she was making progress. She was
Yeah.
doing better. And um, but I'm like, if she needs a teacher that speaks Chinese to do the PET to get ready for it, she's not ready for the PET.
And that's what I
Not this
said
summer,
too.
anyways. Not this
No.
summer, anyways. Um,
She hasn't even
so
done the
yeah,
KET yet, right?
yeah. When I took her from some background information for those that don't know, this group that we were in, this is not your normal WeChat group. This is very structured. It's very organized. There's contracts and everything. It's not a bad thing.
Teachers are not put in the main group. Teachers are put into a subgroup with a number
Right,
with an admin. So teachers can't actually be in contact with all the actual parents.
right,
And then your admin brings the parents,
mhm,
invites them into your group.
right,
It's like it's very structured and they were very, very, very smart about making sure that the teachers didn't have access to the parents. It's the parents have
right.
access to the teachers.
Now, this mom, I was joking about it, that she's going to trash me in the group that we're not in.
Yeah.
But I'm like, whatever. I only have like 4 kids from that group. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Well, but if she ever decides she wants to sell her classes though, it would
Right,
behoove her not to.
right, right. Um, and so that's where we're at with that. I won. I won.
I think you won because I'd give it a couple days to see if she comes back with anything, but
Well,
yeah.
I'm waiting for my wonderful admin from that group to get involved. The one
Oh,
that
let's
has
not
got
even
my back.
start with that one. You got the biggest witch.
B.
Yeah, I'm like, holy smokes, man. Like mine loves me. She just is like, at everyone, pay attention, parents. Thank you,
Yeah,
Teacher Cole. And I'm like, I can put anything I want in that group. I even asked, can I put a video in here? Sure, teacher, no problem.
right. And yeah, that my admin is anti-teacher, no matter what. Um,
But she said some stuff that was just downright like, whoa.
right. Like I put a special 50 class offer out there. Um, and
We
she
did the
jumped
exact same
right in.
offer in
Right.
each our own individual groups.
She jumped right in there and said, I would advise against stockpiling classes.
I'm like, hello, you are from China, right? You do know how the Chinese companies work
Right.
for English, right? Like,
Right.
hello.
Right.
You know?
Right. And, you can ask anybody I've ever taught. I have always lived up to my end. I have
Same.
never cheated anybody out of a class,
Nope.
never done any of that. And I won't do that. But I'm also not giving you a refund, especially after eight
Oh,
months.
right. I've been asked for refunds before. Um, twice flat out. Once it was kind of a soft ask where I knew she was asking, but she didn't full on ask. It was,
Right.
where can I find your refund policy? It's right here on this page. Here's the link. Said nothing after that. She came back a couple days later. Oh, you don't do refunds after 30 days. Nope. Oh, but if you read it, you can sell them and get or gift them to other
Right.
people. I allow that.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, okay." I mean, I had a parent after actually quite a few years being with me. There's they decided to give they were going to the US or something. They had a lot of lessons left. I think something like 40 something lessons left.
Mhm.
And they had me send them right over to another student that they were friends with in my group. So, yeah, it I allow that. I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, it's
No,
paid for.
neither.
It's lessons I gotta teach
I
anyway,
just
so, I mean, what do I care,
I look at it as they went and recruited a student for me because we're going to burn through those classes and then I'm going to get you for another package.
right? I mean, that's kinda how it is. It's just also, I mean, they're already paid for. It doesn't matter who I'm teaching it for. They're already paid for. Like, I gotta teach
Right.
them no matter what, you
Right.
know? Um, yeah, and 2 others have asked for refunds. One was borderline. I think I may have given a partial on that one, but the other one I said flat out no. She was past her 30 days, and
Mhm.
it was actually quite a bit past the 30 days. And I said
Right.
the same thing. You can sell them or gift them to somebody. I have no problem with that, but no refunds. But see, for you, 8 months. I mean, like
Yeah.
that's the one downfall with PayPal's. Like PayPal has the longest refund policy, like 6 months. I mean, like that's past PayPal's refund period. Come on.
Right.
Like, be real. No. And seriously, with the amount of time that these people don't show up to their classes, and we're talking about this group, by the way, this WeChat group,
Mhm.
they, as an entire group, don't show up to their classes and you charge them and they don't care. I mean,
Right.
so the amount of classes they don't show up for, the fact that
And
she's asking for a refund is like
the
amazing.
one thing that really bothered me was the
3-hour cancellation policy.
the no with her was was that she kept canceling on me 10 or 15 minutes before class, completely showed zero courtesy on my end. Now, this lady is not a nasty lady. She's actually very nice. She's actually very nice. But she kept doing it, never apologized, never did anything. And I'm going to be honest with you. she was what brought me to that new policy of if you miss X amount of classes or cancel
Give
late
away
or
your spot.
whatever, I'm gonna take your spot away and give it to somebody else because 'cause I'm at that point where
Well,
prime time
it's better than being 10 minutes into class and then doing a no-show and you wasted the 10 minutes, now you only got 20
right,
minutes left to go do whatever you want. I mean, so,
right,
because how many times have you heard me give you a message, "Free money. I just did free money."
right,
I've got that one student, I swear, her ratio is literally 50%. 50% she shows up for those classes.
right,
Exactly. And mom renews every time.
right.
I'm just like, "What kind of money do y'all got?" Because, I was paying for those classes, I'd be making sure my kids showed up. I'm just saying.
Yep.
I don't know, weird. I don't know. So Jay is overflowing with the student count, and teacher Cole is over here going, "What happened to the students?" I've never had the cancellations. It's been crazy. You know what's funny is I have about four other teachers I know who've all said the same thing that I'm saying. They're having crazy cancellations this year too. And people I know who are constantly full, like
Right.
always full. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will make a Judy call. I think I will. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. So next time, you want to do a critique? I
Yes, I do.
tried. I'm going to out myself. I have sitting here about 6 YouTube videos that I was trying to listen to so that I could critique. I don't know why I cannot get my audio to work for nothing. Even when I unplug all of my headphones, and I plugged in about 4 different ones because I have them here.
Is YouTube muted for some reason?
No, I have it open. I even went into the settings and I'm like, it won't even play through the speaker of the Mac. And it's only YouTube. I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna have to restart my computer. How much you wanna bet I have to do, like, I don't know, there's an update or something on Chrome.
Oh, that
How
could
much
be
you
it.
wanna I'm like, "How much you wanna bet there's an update or something?" I'm gonna have to go through or maybe I have an update somewhere. Usually something funky happens when there's an update somewhere, something stops working. So I couldn't watch any of the videos. I was like, "Darn it." It was super annoying. But yeah, I think, okay, let's do a critique next time. That'll be fun. I
Okay.
love those. Those are so much fun. All right.
So
Anything
tell me,
else?
guys, what are you what are millions and millions of viewers? What are your return refund policies? I'm curious.
Oh, yeah. Me
I
too.
just flat out say no.
I
I'm just,
I I say
I
no.
just, but I will, like I said, that's kind of only I had one other one, but they didn't realize that I don't expire classes and they were fine. They just, they needed to stop taking classes for a while.
Yeah, I defer classes as well. So
Yeah.
it's not like it's a big deal. I technically expire mine, but I also defer them as well. I make
Mhm.
them ask for the deferment.
Right.
I don't care if it's like,
You do it
6
like
months or
Amazing
whatever.
Talker does.
Yeah, you have to ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ask me for it, it's no biggie. Otherwise, they're going to expire because I don't want you just to disappear and ghost me and come back 3 years later and be like, "Hey, I want classes." No.
Right.
But if you ask me, I'm going to be like, "Yeah, okay." I have one that hasn't come back in a year. She flat out said, "Hey, I know I got 6 lessons left. Can I just leave them there? And I know you don't, it's past the refund. And, when we have time next summer or after that, we'll just use them up." I said, "Okay." They've
Right.
been there a year. But yeah, what are other people's refund policies? Like, how strict are you with it? Do you do it a case by case or, what's your way of looking at it? I'd be interested to know.
Yeah. And
All right.
was I wrong? Should I have refunded it? Let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah. What's your take? I think you won the battle. Who knows about the war yet?
We'll see if I get trashed in the group. I don't
Yeah,
care.
right.
I only have like
Right.
3 students left from there. I'm moving out of China anyways. I'm moving on.
I know I gotta rebuild my client base in Taiwan again. Definitely the better demographic. All right. Anything else? Are we good to go?
Good.
All right. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye. Should I
Peace.
say toodles?
No, that's gay.
It says recording still.
I don't care.